Once upon a time, there was a man named Monzo. He worked hard in the fields every day, and even though he wasn't rich, his family always had enough to eat, and they lived a happy life. The family didn't own their land, but instead were part of a community of tenant farmers. The landlord and his wife had recently had a child and lived comfortably thanks to their vast wealth. One day, the landlord's messenger brought bad news. He explained that the night before, a huge storm had hit the fields and ruined many crops. The landlord was silent, and his wife seemed worried, but after a moment he responded, "Ah, we have no need to worry. We'll just increase the rent later this year to make up for what we'll lose now. It will be tougher for the farmers, but we'll be paid in full." On the other hand, when Monzo saw the damage from the storm, he was distraught. As he scanned the fields, he noticed that a small shrine had also been destroyed. He examined it, and for some reason was overwhelmed with emotion. He decided to fix the shrine, and dedicated much of his time to repairing it. And once it was rebuilt, he prayed to it every day, and occasionally brought offerings from his harvest. Throughout that year, the shrine would get damaged from tough weather, but the man would repair it every time. And it seemed to the farmer that with each repair, the shrine became more and more beautiful. The next year, when a swarm of bugs ravaged the farmland, everyone's crops were destroyed, except Monzo's, and he generously shared his harvest with the other farmers. Thought the landlord. Those bugs must have been a curse from Monzo. Why else was he the only one spared? So, out of jealousy and paranoia, the landlord punished Monzo by destroying the shrine and giving Monzo more work, so he wouldn't have time to rebuild it. In grief, Monzo walked towards the shrine, knowing he wouldn't be able to fix it for a long time. So he picked up a broken piece and brought it to his home. Just a few days later, the landlord's child fell ill, and the shaman he hired to help told him the only way to save his child's life was to take it from another through a sacrifice. The landlord was horrified, but he knew what had to be done. There was only one child young enough to be an easy target among all of his tenants. So he went to Monzo's house, finding his daughter home alone. He lied to her, telling her that he was going to take her to her father, and the two went deep into the woods. The man was anxious. He wondered if he could really do it. Could he really take her life? I must do it. I must do it to save my own child, he thought. He turned around and thrust his knife forward. Wind roared through the forest, and the landlord saw that he had actually stabbed an old man. Terrified and confused, the man ran away from the forest as fast as he could, back towards Monzo's house. To his surprise, there before him was Monzo and his entire family, unharmed. Monzo was sad though, because the piece of shrine that he kept had been split in two. The landlord didn't talk about what happened. Instead, he told Monzo that he would lighten his workload so he could rebuild the shrine. As time went on, Monzo and his family continued to prosper. They rebuilt the shrine and lived a peaceful and happy life. And on occasion, Monzo would look over towards the shrine and swear he could see the faint outline of a spirit.